And we are rolling.
Welcome to the DJ CJ show. I'm here. This is DJ CJ with special guest Ronaldo.
How's it going?
We are talking today about ourselves because this is the inaugural broadcast of really the show.
There you go.
I mean, I've been talking. I have a couple of my own of these that I've been doing. That was just me kind of talking about stuff and whatnot. But this all really started, Ronaldo, if you remember, at Bose.
Bose.
Yeah.
Yeah, in San Diego.
good old Bose in Fashion Valley there. We used to work together for a good part of time, and this started as a pretty much a joke between yourself, me, and Cabana Boy Roy, who we're gonna have to have on the show,
Which is unfortunately absent today, but
yes.
hopefully we'll get him to come.
Cabana Boy Roy is on assignment in Guadalajara, so
it's pretty hot down there.
Yeah, he won't be here today, and J-Dog, who came in later.
Yeah,
but he was part of the show.
He was kind of like the newbie of the pack.
Yeah, he was the wild card, I would say.
The wild card?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how you would break that down. Like Cabana Boy Roy, he's on assignment. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, he was always the easygoing one. He's just like, yeah, I'm relaxed and I'm Cabana Boy Roy. That was his thing.
And the line was he was always smelling like suntan lotion or something.
Yeah, it's the Hawaiian Tropic, I think is what it was.
Get that nice tan.
Yeah, that bronze skin,
shiny.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then, J-Dog, who, he was the wild card. He came in later, but he was always the wild card. You never knew what he was going to say. I remember one time he was talking about licking babies. So, you never knew what was going to come out of that guy's mouth.
Nope.
No, not at all. But yeah, so that's where this whole, really the show got started. We started with DJ CJ, and that actually stared when
that something that started before we all got there? Or?
Kind of, yeah. That actually started as a result of we were when I first started at Bose. So this all goes back really to Bose.
Okay.
This whole genesis of DJ CJ and then the show, and so what we had was. We had the microphone. I don't know if you've ever used it, but there's the microphone that controls the speakers up in the thing.
It's a wireless microphone that connects to
like a system.
In ceiling speakers.
Not the actual speakers of the store, but there's special speakers just for that microphone. But anyway, back in the day, they used to use that for announcements. They would be like, we'll be having a show in the theater room in 1 minute. Everyone come check it out. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of a thing. I don't know if they went all that out.
Well, they have these sounds. Were you actually there?
No, I wasn't there for this. But when I first started, we watched videos about like what you're supposed to do, and we read excerpts about how you're supposed to do this. And back then they actually had to memorize a script. It was like a 3-minute script or something crazy like that, where they had to say each little thing all down the line, and it was just
no creative freedom.
No, none at all.
You can't go outside the box.
Right, exactly. And then they changed it where you had that creative freedom. You can kind of do stuff, and you can kind of roll with it. And then they changed it again to where it was just like, enjoy the show. And that was it. It's like, hi, my name's so-and-so, enjoy the show. And that was it. And then you left, and let them just watch it. And that's pretty much where it was when I first started. It was just enjoy the show. Although that theater, the theater room, and at least at our store, was closed down like half the time. But anyway, that microphone,
back to the microphone.
Back to the microphone.
And the show,
see, and see, that's the thing. And that's the thing about, the whole podcasting thing, like we were talking about earlier. It was just like, we could really be able to fit 30 minutes. Yeah, because you know what, I can ramble on about any topic for at least 30 minutes.
And you said you already had some podcasts, though.
Yeah, I already had some stuff up there. I don't have anything like I have them recorded, but I haven't like found a home for them yet. That's the thing, is that I don't know if I want to try to get them onto like if I'm going to put them onto YouTube, or if I'm going to try to find a podcasting thing. I'm trying to find a home for them right now, but I've got a lot of content recorded right now. It's just I'm trying to find a home for it.
Got it.
So anyway, back to the story, the microphone is that is for making those announcements, but then. They stopped doing it, and then one day we were just playing with it, and
they went off. I remember I didn't have a lot of lines. Like honestly, I'm Ronaldo.
Yeah.
in this whole thing, but I don't know what what I'm doing here. I'm just like, yeah, hey guys, it's Ronaldo. What's up?
Yeah, well, you're the cool guy, you know. You're just like, sup, it's Ronaldo, you know. I don't have to be here, but I'm here anyway. That's Ronaldo, you know, in a nutshell, right there.
Damn, what does that even imply, man? But I mean, I guess I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like in any kind of a situation, you got the play-by-play guy and you got the color guy. You know, you're the color guy. I'm the play-by-play guy. I'm the one. I keep the story moving.
Now
I don't want to say in one direction. I want to say more like, you know, in a wibbly wobbly kind of direction. You know, it just kind of wobbles around from, you know, one thing to the next, but never.
Hey, check this out. This shirt, what does this shirt say?
Not all who wander are lost.
There we go.
That's like the tagline for the show right there.
Is that what you would consider a life nugget?
Yeah, that's a life nugget. That's another thing we came up with at the store. We'll get into that in a little bit.
See, I don't think we should give that away.
Well, you know,
like, that's a nice one to kind of keep in the back pocket.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna make the song about it eventually, so.
Oh yeah.
But you guys stay tuned. You know, you'll hear about life nuggets a lot on the show. We'll get into that eventually.
We'll be dropping those.
Yeah, we're dropping life nuggets all the time. Yeah. So today, though, we're talking more about we're going into the microphone, trying to finally talk about that. So, you know, the genesis of DJ CJ and the show, and so really all started out as you know, I was trying to be this. What do you call it? Like, you remember those monster truck rallies, like Sunday, 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 kind of a thing.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it was. It was just like coming up with stuff like that. You know, people like other people were like saying like, oh, like getting on the stick, as they call it.
Well, you have a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, right.
you like a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, you know, I'm what they call a smart mark. You know, it's someone who knows a little bit, but is still kind of what they call marks out. You know, basically like geeks out for the stuff. You know, and yeah, from what I hear, you know, the wrestlers, the actual wrestlers themselves, don't really like my kind.
Oh shit! Okay.
Because it's like kind of, you know, it's almost some of them feel it's like a little pretentious. You know, it's like, oh, you think you know so much about.
Like, how's this guy gonna come along?
Yeah,
talk about this.
Talk about the industry when they know nothing about the industry. You know, and it's true. I don't know a lot about it. You know, but I'll still act like I know. You know, it's like one of my managers a long time I said, it's like, if you don't know, act like you know.
Oh,
you know.
Well, there's textbook smart and street smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, you got your textbook definitions.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I mean. I have a mini dictionary on the desk.
I saw that. Yeah, in case we need to look something up. That's just.
I know you like long page. Words too. So.
I went to a random page and I got to saxophone. There was nothing interesting there. But
well, I'm sure. I'm sure we could make a story about that.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
But anyway, get back to the microphone at DJ CJ. You know, I was doing that whole thing, and it was just like, it just came to me. It was just like, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday at Bows. We're gonna have sales. DJ CJ spinning the latest tracks. You know, that kind of a thing. And
sound effects.
Yeah. It's like, all things must go. Bows. Sunday. You know, and it's just like. It was just fun, you know, and then that's how I came up with it. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm DJ CJ, spinning the latest tracks.
Now you're the host.
Yeah, now I'm the host of Sundays at Bows, you know. And like,
Sundays, what?
Yeah, we did this. It was like on a Sunday, I think, or maybe it was on a weekend or something like that. I forget. But anyway, it was the whole point of it was, you know, there was always those monster truck rally things that I used to hear. Do you remember those commercials?
No, but I do remember going to a monster truck rally, which was loud as hell. Yeah. By the way.
But whenever I don't know, maybe it was a regional thing, because I'm originally from the Philadelphia area, you know, and so every time there was a monster truck rally in town, there would be these commercials on, you know, saying Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You know, I just loved imitating those. So, you know, and then, yeah, like I said, I became DJ CJ. And then from that, you know, we got Ronaldo and Cabana Boy Roy, and we started doing we just started riffing on things. You know, Claudine was the station manager. Because,
she would always walk through the store with like coffee in hand.
Yeah, she would walk through just like watching us as we're doing this, you know, and it's like, you know, it was easy there because there's not a lot of, but a decent amount of downtime, especially when we were doing this.
Yes, downtime. That was a good time to work on this.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Yeah, it was always good. And then it was before they cut the hours too, you know. You could get away with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
which brings is that a sensitive topic? I don't know.
What's that?
I don't want to put you on blast.
As far as
I don't know. Sensitive
hours?
topics, hours.
Oh,
it's like just
no, there's no sensitivity there. I mean,
whatever.
it's hours got cut, and that was. I mean, by the time they cut the hours, I was already a lead there, and so my hours weren't getting cut.
Right.
You know, I mean, I feel bad for everyone else. It's just like some stores they had to like fire people or lay them off. I would say, it was all of those because their profits, just all of retail profits are trending downward right now. Brick and mortar, it's hard. It's hard.
And that's been something that didn't just happen a few months ago.
Right.
It's been something a long time coming.
Exactly. Yeah, because everyone's buying stuff online now. So
you got Amazon. That's a giant.
Yeah, they're killing everyone with that kind of stuff. So. But yeah, when we had
I have bought some stuff.
I buy stuff from Amazon all the time.
And
there's certain things you can buy on Amazon that you can't. I mean, that you don't need to look at. You don't need to go to a physical store. It's like, okay, I know what this looks like. I can buy this on Amazon, And then, last year, when I did my taxes, this place that I filed through, they did this thing where it was like, so if you put a certain amount of it onto an Amazon gift card, they actually gave you a bonus. Like they gave you more money for putting it on the Amazon gift card. And so what I did was I think I put something like, they give you like a 20% bonus for putting it on the Amazon card. So I put $100 worth of my tax return onto an Amazon gift card and I got $120. Well, guess what? It was because... And not to get into, taxes, which is kind of a boring topic.
Now we are DJ CJ financial.
DJ CJ and Ronaldo financial analysts.
And consultants.
Yeah. But anyway, long story short, too late. The way that I had to do my taxes, I couldn't exactly, it had to be done through, I had to do it through a certain website. Not, because I do my own taxes.
Got it. You use TurboTax or something?
Yeah, one of those. I forget exactly which one it was. I think it was TurboTax. Come to think of it.
That's a popular one.
Yeah, I like it. Whichever one I used, it actually gave me more money. So for maybe 15 years of doing taxes,
right?
I used like maybe 2 different ones, and for maybe about 10 years, I was like settled on one particular tax thing. And that was it. I was using them. And then this past year, they had this thing where it was just like, oh, we can't, you have to upgrade to like the $40 premium to be able to use this because you have to do a 1040 and not a 1040 EZ. I don't want to get into taxes too much again. But
now they're charging you for
now they're charging me for this because, of, don't want to get too much into it because of a thing.
We're in it. We're in it, CJ.
Yeah, I was like, so I had this HSA. No, anyway, and a high deductible and whatever. So anyway, because of this, I couldn't use the one thing. I had to use the 1040. And anyway, so I had to go and file. I went to another service. It was probably TurboTax or one of these things. I don't remember. So I go there and they don't charge me for it. And I'm like, this is awesome. But I forget exactly what it was. I think I had trouble with the California state taxes, doing it through the California website, or maybe it wasn't available through the California state website.
Now you're not conscious of this while you're actually working on it, right? Is this something that comes up later?
Oh no, this is while I'm doing my taxes.
Oh.
That I'm trying to like figure all this out,
Yeah.
And I think actually what it was is that I lost last year's tax return. I always save it to my computer, and I have no idea where I had saved it to. So I couldn't find it. And so I think that was the main thing that caused this whole issue that I couldn't use the California website because they wanted your last year's like tax return information to remember you. And it was a whole thing. And I couldn't, for whatever reason, whether it was that or if it was just unavailable, I couldn't use the normal California. So I filed it under this place where you got like, not only did you get the Amazon gift card with like the 20% bonus, but it was only like $20 to file your state. Federal is always free. I mean, if someone tries to charge you for federal, get away.
So you're filing this as out of state?
No. That's not what not like I'm filing it out of state. I'm filing my California state return. That's all.
You lost me, but
yeah, sorry if this is a little confusing, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I'm probably going away where everyone's head's here, but long story short, too late.
I mean, people
again.
should know how to do their taxes too.
Yeah,
But
you know,
anyways.
maybe we'll do a podcast on taxes.
Yeah, maybe you can show me it.
Yeah, we'll
thing or two.
yeah, we'll learn some stuff. But to get, you know, back just, you know, to the main topic here to talk about it, you know, you get the bonus for putting it on the Amazon gift card, and I put exactly enough on the Amazon gift card to get a $20 bonus, which is what it cost to file the state returns, because they charge you for filing state returns.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically got my money back. I mean, it was an Amazon gift card, but I essentially didn't have to pay for anything because I got this bonus on the Amazon on the gift card.
So you paid it with...
Yeah, basically paid it with the gift card. You know, and Amazon, I shop on Amazon all the time for stuff, and actually, I pretty much got all of my dad's Christmas presents. I got them on Amazon. I had shipped. He lives in New Jersey, so I had them shipped right to his house, and I paid for it with the entire whatever was left on the gift card, and it was done.
Wow.
So that's the way to do it.
So there you go, Amazon.
Yep. Plug in Amazon. Amazon, great site.
Yeah. Thank you for hosting, sponsoring.
Yeah.
A word from
our
Amazon.
Sponsors, Amazon. We can't legally say they're our sponsors, actually.
But we'd really like them to be.
Yeah, it would be great.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. But another plug that I'll actually plug too is Microsoft and Microsoft Rewards, because and this is, you know, any of this, you know, I'm not, obviously we're not paid for any of this, you know.
You don't secretly work for Amazon or...
No, we're not receiving any money, you know, at least not for this. Well, unless there's ads on here. Well, no, that would be AdSense. That would be Google. Anyway, different thing. If we have ads, that would be through AdSense. But anyway, not receiving any money directly from, you know, any of these places. But anyway, Microsoft and Microsoft Rewards, they reward you for searching on Bing, on your computer or on your iPhone, tablet, you know, whatever.
I've actually seen that little icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the rewards.
Yeah, Microsoft Rewards, and you get like, I think it's probably like maybe 100 points. You can get up to like maybe about like 200 to 300 points per day, right? And I've been doing this since it started. I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm in. And for 5,000 points, like 5,250 points, they changed it. It used to be like different back when I first started, but the whole concept and how long it's going to take you is about the same. 5,250 points get you a $5 Amazon gift card.
And how long does it take you to get 5,000 points?
Well, if you get 300 points a day, you know, it's probably about 20 days.
So is it by search?
Yeah, you just do searches in Bing. You know, you search for anything. It doesn't matter what you search. You can search for literally anything.
So when you're searching up your, what was the Bitcoin?
Yeah, I could search for Bitcoins. I could search Bitcoin faucets, you know, and things like that. And we'll, you know, I have a couple podcasts about Bitcoins, you know, that we can, you know, based on my...
Plug those in there.
Yeah, Torn to Bits. That used to be my faucet, and now it's my kind of my Bitcoin review that I do. I call it Torn to Bits.
That's
right?
a nice name. I like that.
Bits, Bitcoins, Torn to Bits. You know,
you're gonna play.
Of course, I call it Torn to Bits. That's how I do it. That's like the kind of the slogan for the show.
Got it.
Torn, snap to bits. So yeah, that's the show where I talk all about Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining and faucets, and you should know.
Is there a large community for that?
There is actually a very large community. You'd be surprised how many people, you know, go to these faucets and claim. How many people are Bitcoin miners? How many people are, you know, Bitcoin faucet operators? How many people claim and things like that. But yeah, we'll get into that actually into one of the other podcasts, and I get into it in one of my own podcasts too.
This is the great inaugural like podcast because we're talking about things that we can talk about in the future.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
Laying out the plans.
Yeah, this is all the things that you're going to hear about someday on the show.
Someday.
Someday.
There you go.
On the DJ CJ and Ronaldo show. We need to like throw in a sound effect there too, you know, because it's got to feel like a radio show.
We could probably do that.
You know,
some music. What kind of music would it be? It's got to be upbeat.
Yeah, maybe we can find some like what's the word? Not open source, but royalty free music. You know, they get the Creative Commons type thing. There's this actually website that I use, Free Music Archive.
I haven't heard of that.
freemusicarchive.org, I think is what it is. They're a great site for getting free music. It uses I don't know the exact specifics of it, but they call it a Creative Commons license. Basically means you can share it.
Anybody can
Anyone can use it, but they do make it public domain. That's what I was thinking of. Public domain is you can do whatever you want with it. It doesn't matter.
But you can't sell it.
No,
Like, there's commercial licenses too.
Well, public domain, you can. Well, I mean, you can sell it.
I mean, if it's part of for example, you use a song for a show, you can sell the show and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, if it's public domain, you can do whatever you want with it.
Right.
But no one would buy a public domain song because it's public domain. They can just get it for free.
Right.
There's no reason to buy a public domain show.
Disney, all their archived media, after a certain point, should have become public domain.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know how they do it. I'd have to do some more research. But they actually made it to where
it's not.
They're still the owners of everything they have.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be because it's like a corporation.
Disney's old, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
corporate.
Yeah. So
owned.
it's owned by the corporation. The corporation never dies. And it could be a thing where you can continually renew the copyrights for things like that. I'm not a copyright lawyer, and we're getting into that.
Well, it's like who's the owner of all the Beatles albums right now? Michael Jackson died.
I was going to say it was Michael Jackson, so whoever the executor of his estate.
There we go.
Yeah,
to bring some law books in here.
Right, we're getting into law. We're getting into copyright law. We're getting into tax law. This is the DJ CJ and Ronaldo show, talking about tax law, copyright law. We're gonna become the lawyers. We should go to school.
The firm.
Yeah, the firm.
The firm.
Yeah, that's when we start talking about like law and stuff like that. This stuff's becoming the show or the firm. DJ CJ Ronaldo on the firm.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I mean, we could talk about anything, but
right. So, anyway, back to talking about
the inception of the show.
Yeah, I guess
of your voice.
I guess we can bring it way back to that because we just went on a whole long tangent about something else.
Hey, I like the adventure.
Yeah, that's
it was a good one.
That's part of the best part about doing any of this stuff. Talking about music and Creative Commons. So interesting. Free Music Archive is something that you can get the songs, but people attribute it differently. And so what that means is so let's start from the bottom. You have public domain. That means anyone can use it. You can do whatever you want with it. And then there's another one where it's attribution, which means that you can do with it whatever you want. You can use it however you want. You can, use it to make money, same as like a public domain, but you have to give credit to the creator of the music. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the next one. And then after that is you can, you can use it. You can't use it. You have to give it attribution, and you can't like remix it. They say like you have
chop it up
and turn it around and make it into your own thing. You have to kind of use it as is, and maybe you can use sections, but you just can't take that song and remix it. Essentially, is what that is.
Like many DJs use samples.
Yeah, now there might be a sample might be okay, and I don't know exactly how. I'm not quite sure, and honestly, I don't know how aggressive the people that put their stuff on this website are with their work, so I mean there might be some people, and I'm sure it's individually specific. Some people are more aggressive, other people are less aggressive.
I'm sure if it was Lars Ulrich from Metallica, he'd be like, you can't do anything with my music. Hell no.
Yeah. So and then there's one where you can't monetize it. So there's another, if you have the one where you can't remix it, you just put it as is into something, and then you can use it like in a ad or something like that, and you can monetize it. But then there's another one where you can't monetize it. They say, if you're using this in a commercial purpose, no, that's no good. That's
personal.
Yeah, and so I see a lot of them on there have like the no monetization, because I think a lot of the people, a decent amount of people there probably, like I don't want my stuff used in commercial, for commercial reasons, But at the same time, I'm just like, well, shouldn't you be happy that it's being used at all? I don't know.
That's a good indicator that you're making art.
Right.
That sells.
So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's more people making art for the sake of art than it is, it's like, I want to share this with the world. Well, you can't share it with the world, because, I mean, we're ruled by money, honestly, So, I mean, if you make it commercially available, then you expand yourself into a larger audience and you're able to, show your art to more people. That's just the way I feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can know when you're making the art, you can focus. I mean, why do you make the art? When you sit down and you say, "I'm going to create something," do you have that? What goals do you have in mind?
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's the end. That's all in the mind of the artist, and whoever's creating this. So you have to ask them. I don't know. I mean, my personal thing is that I think that you should just be happy that more people are listening to it and enjoying it, especially on a site like this where a lot of these people are more like independent artists. It's not, you don't have like Green Day and Metallica and Aerosmith releasing their stuff on Free Music archive.
people.
Yeah, it's just regular people, just like jamming out and putting it up there, for other people to listen to enjoy, and I feel like you can expand to a wider audience, if you make it available for commercialization. Now, here's the other thing. If someone uses it for commercialization, how are they going to know? Are they going to look through every single, YouTube thing to find their song? Are there algorithms?
You can register, though. There's companies like BMI or ASCAP.
Yeah.
And they monitor that, whether they can play it live. Because if you go through them, I don't exactly know how they find it. Like you said, algorithms.
Maybe there's a search algorithm that they can find it. Yeah, but I mean, if you put it into
if you put it in a database.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand like how if you put it, like, chop it up, put it in the middle of a video somewhere, on YouTube, how are you gonna find it?
Wow,
and
it's
even
like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, and even if you do find it, are you really gonna go through the effort to
to bring the lawyers in?
Because the person who's making it and put it in there is probably just trying to create their own art too.
They're working on the next thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting question. And
it's interesting because they've actually on a larger scale. I used to watch a while back these critics and things like that. So the angry video game nerd, the nostalgia critic. Those are like the two of the bigger ones that I used to watch. It became a thing, like, especially the nostalgia critic, because he would do, and people like him, and on his website, they would use movies. And it started to become a thing.
They're just reviewing them, right?
Yeah, they're just doing like little, like, funny, angry reviews of these movies and things. And so what it became was like started, once it got really popular, at the beginning, no one was paying attention at all. But once it started getting really popular, then studios and things started, like, they started coming after them and like trying to like knock down their videos off of YouTube and things like that, with these copyright claims, saying like, hey, and this guy, the nostalgia critic, he did a whole he's this guy, fun website, thatguywiththeglasses.com. I used to, it might be like channelawesome.com now or something like that. But anyway, great website, really funny. I haven't watched it in a while, but great content. Another plug, unpaid. The Spoonie Experiment too. He's another funny guy. He's a little whack, but he's funny. Anyway, what they were doing is that these studios and things like that, they were coming after them because they were using clips from the movies, and now fair use says that you're supposed to be able to do that. But YouTube, they were just looking at like, hey, there's a big studio here coming and saying, you got to take this video down or you got to do this or that. And they were kind of bending to like the big time. And one of the interesting things that YouTube can do, and I've had this happen actually to one of my videos, interestingly enough, is that they can come in, right? Someone makes a copyright claim against a video. It's the old days, it would just get taken down. And even now you can still just have it taken down. But now what they can do...
Audio.
No, not even that. Someone can make a copyright claim on your video and monetize it for themselves.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not.
Who's that somebody, though?
The copyright owner. The copyright owner.
Whoever owns that?
Yeah, whoever owns the copyright on the material in there. They can come in and they can say, I own the copyright on the material in this. I am monetizing this for me.
The whole video.
The whole video. And any back money you might have been paid on. I don't know about back money, actually. I'm not quite so sure about that. But any money that you haven't officially earned, they can come in and they can take that and they can monetize it for themselves. So if you're at like 1 view, and then the company comes in and finds it and they monetize it for themselves, and you go up to 1 million views, now that company made all the money that you should have been getting for your content.
Because YouTube's not going to pay you.
Yeah, well, YouTube is going to pay the company now for the ads, because it's linked in with AdSense and
Yeah.
monetization and things like that. So the company, whatever, who owns the copyright, which, in some senses it's fair. But I mean, if you're using the thing under the terms of fair use, then they shouldn't be able to do that. But, YouTube has a tendency to kind of bend to them, which is interesting from what I've seen. And the Nostalgia Critic, is Doug Walker is the guy's name.
He talks about this.
Yeah, he actually has, I think, a whole video about about this, and he talks about it. And if anyone is wondering about more details on this, I would go to that guy with the glasses.com or Channel Awesome. I think it's the thing. I think that guy with the glasses should redirect you there. Check out the Nostalgia Critic, and I'm sure he has a thing on it, because it really all started with. Have you ever heard the movie The Room?
I have heard about it.
Yeah,
they make a lot of fun about it.
Yeah, and that's where this and that's where, well, may not be where it all started, but that's when I started hearing about all of this. So they might have been going through this from before, but once I saw that's when I started noticing them talking about it more and more and more. And so maybe it was just they were at that level of popularity where it started.
What does The Room have to do with it?
It's interesting, and we'll get into that in the next one.
Okay.
We're gonna give you guys a teaser for part 2, DJ CJ and Ronaldo on the show, because we're close to 30 minutes here, and so we're gonna cut it short.
Which we had originally planned for.
Yeah,
well, not really planned, but we said said 30 minutes.
I like 30-minute segments. I think are good. That way, it gives you time to listen to the show and enjoy it, kind of. And then if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, you can listen to it in segments.
Right.
And 30 minutes is a good, I think, stopping point, because you can't just listen to someone talk for an hour and a half nonstop. I mean, that's just too much.
I mean, let's admit it. You're pretty much listening to CJ 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's we'll get Ronaldo more into the show in the next one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
but I'm just cool, so it's
he's just chilling back. Yeah, it's cool.
Sip some coffee.
Yeah, so thank you guys for listening to DJ CJ and Ronaldo on the show. I appreciate it. If we're on YouTube, subscribe, wherever we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Ronaldo, any closing remarks?
Just wherever you are, know that you are there. Something. That's
deep. That's a life nugget.
That's a life nugget.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, because it does have a source.
Yeah, but that is a life nugget.
But I like that.
Something to live by. Yeah.